wonder what it's actually like to spend a few days in the French Riviera, splitting time between an Airbnb and a hotel, mixing fancy meals with more low-key local spots, just trying to do a bit of everything between the beach and the city. Welcome to Aries South of France vlog. After 4 days in the snowy mountains of Chamonix, we flew into Nice and settled in for a slower-paced 4 nights by the coast. As New Yorkers, we challenged ourselves to take the bus to our Airbnb, and we found out quickly that it was a bad idea. It cost just as much as an Uber, and it had us dragging our suitcases uphill, so it's definitely not worth it. But once we made it to our Airbnb, things started to look up. The place was bright, clean, and surprisingly spacious. After a mildly chaotic travel day, we freshened up and wandered over to La Creuset for dinner. The street was packed, like every table booked packed, but luckily we snagged a seat at San Telmo. We wanted to slow things down in Cannes, so we did a grocery run and made breakfast at home instead of eating out, like we did in the past 4 days. We took a cab from Cannes to Antibes. Just felt like a good day for a slower pace. We wandered around Old Town. You can even see right through the water with little fish swimming and some crabs along the rocks. We stopped by the Picasso Museum and just kind of let the day lead us. The Café Pimms was packed, so we slipped into a little backstreet spot called Taille de Guêpe. It had the best reviews in Google, and they weren't wrong. The service and the food were great. Many of the guests were Americans like us, probably after the same things: friendly staff, air conditioning, and a break from the crowd. We also saw some locals eating pizza right on the public beach, which is probably what we'll do next time. Day 3 was probably one of my favorites. I had never been to S before and was so excited to see the old stone streets. It really does feel like walking through a castle. We started the morning climbing the village, and 10 minutes in, I already needed a drink. After a couple minutes, we made it to Jardin Exotique, which was totally worth it. The yachts down below almost looked fake. thought about having lunch at Le Chevredor, but the menu felt a bit much, so we found the second best thing. The French Riviera really feels like one of those you gotta pay to play kind of places, so we leaned into it. We took an Uber to Grand Hotel du Cap-Ferrat and had lunch at La Véranda. Honestly, the food and service truly lived up to our expectations. We were manifesting a stay here next time. Monaco just feels like kind of made up. If you're not in the mood to shop, there's not much to do, so we just grabbed some ice cream, wandered a bit, then caught the train back to Cannes. Day 4 was the switch-up day. We left the Airbnb and checked into a hotel in Nice. The moment I saw that ocean view, I knew I was gonna regret not making Nice our home base. Checking into Radisson Blu confirmed it. The vibe totally changed. We finally felt like we were on vacation. The room was great, ocean view, tons of natural light, and plenty of storage. Though to be honest, there are also things that I didn't love as much, like this too. It's kind of like yucky, but the view and the service kind of like made up for it. The hotel's right by a train station, so we easily got out to explore Nice's old town. This time I hit up a local spot, Café Pimms, famous for socca. Almost everyone spoke French, so we knew we were in for authentic local food, and it did not disappoint. The pancakes were super simple, but it was tasty and filling. And just like in S, exploring Nice meant plenty of climbing, but the view from Castle Hill was totally unbeatable. Headed back to the hotel to finally dip into the French Riviera and just chill for the rest of the day, and honestly, it was the best decision ever. We totally wish we had done this first. The water was really cold and the beach was full of pebbles, so it was really handy that we brought in water shoes. Day 5 was all about doing nothing. No plans, just lounging on the sand, dipping into the French waters, and soaking up the sun at a hotel's chic little beach club, Regency Plage. have any dinner plans, but somehow ended up discovering our new favorite restaurant in France. Someone canceled last minute and we got lucky. Honestly, it was the best meal we had all week, even better than the one we had at the Four Seasons. It's a hidden gem called the Café Pimms, tucked away in a quiet street in Nice. We loved everything about this trip, but if we ever go back, we'd definitely pick Nice as our home base. Take it slow, beach hop, and maybe check out Menton. Thanks for coming along. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.